About It podcast, episode 2. My name is Sam and I use they, them pronouns. I'm coming at you from the suburbs of Tokyo, Japan. I am a knitter and crocheter, and this is my place to share with you guys, and I hope I'm able to keep you guys company while you guys get some crafting done or just hang out. Today I am drinking a royal milk tea latte, which is just creamy milk tea, from my Sakura Starbucks mug. Here in Japan, Starbucks does limited releases every 6 weeks or so, and this one was for Sakura season this year. I am so grateful for you guys. I was absolutely astounded by the outpouring of love I got on my last video. I was amazed at how many people actually watched it and liked and subscribed. I never expected as much, but you guys are great. So whether you are a new viewer or a returning viewer, I'm so grateful that you are here, and I hope you have a great time. Today I am actually wearing the very first garment that I ever made. It is the Patchwork Cardi by TL Yarn Crafts on Instagram and their website. The yarn, I'm pretty sure, is Vanna's yarn. I'm not 100% sure. It's the yarn recommended in the pattern. 100% acrylic, DK weight. It's kind of itchy for me, so I usually wear it with a long sleeve. And I'm actually getting a little bit warm, so I might take it off here in a second. But this was the first wearable that I ever made, besides like a scarf. By this point, I hadn't even ever made a hat. But I still wear it all the time, and now that it's getting cooler again, it was in the 80s today, it was wonderful. It's sad that the 80s is wonderful, huh? But a few weeks ago we were in the 110s for Fahrenheit, not Celsius. But now that it's getting a little bit cooler, I'm able to start wearing more of my cardigans, more of my comfort, coziness. But yes. So today's episode is probably going to be a little bit shorter. I do have a few finished objects, and then that's about all I got. I've been working monogamously on one thing, and that's about it. But so the first finished object that we have is the Dinocorn that I have for my best friend's daughter. So I was able to finish it, and it's all sewn. It's all put together. Hello. And so I will be sending that out with the baby blanket that I made for her. Her next future little one. Hopefully soon. I need to get their new address because they moved. But hello. But so this pattern is from the book Unicorns, Dragons, and More Fantasy Amigurumi from Meteor Books. This has a whole bunch of super cute amigurumi, and so the one that I did is down here. But they're by a whole bunch of different designers, and so this designer is Littleaquagirl. And that doesn't say what platform it's from. But so I love this book. It's great. It's great for beginners. It goes over all the stitches you need, over the yarn you need, everything else. So yeah, so that will be linked below. So the next finished object, and this is also a work in progress, it's my Hexipuffs. I went, in the last 2 weeks, I have made 6 new Hexipuffs, so I went from a total of 9 to a total of 15. But so these little Hexipuffs are just little puffy hexagons that I've been using scrap sock yarn for, and I actually got some scrap sock yarn from a good friend of mine, and so that's what some of these ones are. So scrap sock yarn, using DPNs. They're great for on the go. They only take me an hour to do. An hour is one. And I'm a relatively slow knitter, so I'm sure other people can do them much faster. But I've got 15 of them now, and we're well on our way. They make for a great on-the-go project. Small boost of serotonin for when you're in the middle of knitting in the round and you just need something finished. I'm sure you guys understand that. But yeah, so been working on those. And we'll actually come back to these again in a second. But then my last finished object that I finished, let's see, what time is it? It's almost midnight here. Yes, that is right. I apologize for the lighting. It's all artificial. It's almost midnight here. It is the first time that I've had to myself all day long. My toddler did not nap today. We made it work. But it's been a day. But I told myself I would film, so I'm filming, and here we are. But so I finished this finished object about an hour ago. So it has not been blocked. The ends have not been woven in. You are seeing it in all of its raw glory. But so I finished the outline tank that I showed you guys last time. That was literally that much ribbing. Done. So this fits, so I did a size medium. It is in the recommended yarn, Ritual Dyes Undine. The color is Quartzite. And so it's this nice pinky color. But I started off with a 3.5 mil, and then I accidentally broke those. So I scrambled around and found a 3.25 mil that worked out just as well. But so that's done. I did a little bit longer straps than the recommended pattern, and I did a little bit longer body than the recommended pattern. I'll try and insert video here because I haven't tried it on yet, so maybe tomorrow, of what it looks like on me. But I'm really pleased with how it went. It's really comfortable. It's really airy, light, flowy. Exactly what I wanted from it, considering how hot it was when I started this project. And considering it took me just about 2-3 weeks, around there. So that is the fastest I have ever made a garment. So I'm pretty pleased. But, and please comment below if I forget to tell you guys something. I try to get all the information that you guys need, but please let me know if you would like to get more information or anything like that, and I will do my best. Okay, so that is all my finished objects. And as for whips, I've been mostly monogamously knitting on the outline tank for the last however long, and so I don't currently have anything. I have been thinking I do need to get started on Christmas projects. And so one of the things that I'm going to be doing this year, especially for my brother's upcoming wedding, is making crochet snowflakes. So my mom gave me this book because she used to crochet snowflakes for all of us. And she actually gave me a big crochet snowflake starter set for our Christmas tree when I got married. And my mom has said, stop crocheting. And so I will be taking up the mantle and making a crochet snowflake starter Christmas ornament set for my brother's wedding this coming December. So I currently have one started from 2 years ago, I think, maybe last year, that I have not finished. But this thing uses a 2.1 millimeter hook and then fine weight yarn. But these snowflakes were actually one of the things that made me want to start crocheting. So my mom made these snowflakes, and I have so many memories of them hanging on our Christmas tree, and I remember her crocheting them to give to my relatives and everything else, and she always used to tell me the story of how her grandmother crocheted snowflakes, and instead of starching them with like the starch spray you can find at most craft stores now, she used to starch them with sugar or sugar water, and my mom would suck all the sugar off of them because tasty treat to a kid, you know. But so I've always, oh, good to know, I found another snowflake that I started. Cool, awesome. Looks like that is snowflake number 26. They're numbered for 101 snowflakes. But so this book is really special to me. These snowflakes are really special to me. They're just a project that I'm always going to love and always feel really connected to, and I'm honored to be able to make these for my brother. I have I want to get 12 done between now and December. And they don't take super long. I mean, you can see some of them take a lot longer than others. They're really intricate, but that's about life size. 4 inches across, 3 inches across, around there. But some of them are much bigger than others, as you can see. So this one says it is 7 inches across from point to point, using recommended yarn and hook. And then there are others that are much, much smaller. Let's see if I can find a smaller one. 5 inches. 5 inches. 4.5 inches. But it's fun because my mom made notes for when she made some of these. So like that was the year that I was born, in 1999. Yes, I am small young one. I'm the baby of our local night group meetup thing. And it's always a running joke that everyone else can be my mom. And it's like, sorry, but whatever. But yeah, so that will probably be what I am working on until the yarn for my dress comes in. I have that ordered, and it hopefully will be coming in soon. Shipping here to Japan can range from 2 weeks to 3 months, so hopefully I get it soon. Fingers crossed. But we'll see how it goes. So hopefully it's coming, and I've got some more knitting needles coming too to replace the ones that I broke. I think I prefer the metal needles, just because with 2 toddlers, I'm always running around after one of them and setting down knitting with wooden needles and then stepping on it. Yeah, that hurt my heart. But yeah. But I don't have any official acquisitions. I do kind of have some. But I was going through my closet the other day and I found a pair of knitted socks. That there will be a picture of one here. I didn't take 2. 1 second. Sorry about that. I thought I heard my toddler. But so I will be putting a picture of one of the socks that I found, because I only took a picture after I had already frogged one. But I had gotten these socks as a present from some very kind lady when I was in Peru for my 19th birthday. And these socks are ginormous on me. I mean, probably 4 sizes too big, not comfortable to wear. They were obviously hand knit, and so I loved and cherished them, but I never wore them. So I decided to frog the yarn, and I'm going to be doing more Hexipuffs with them, because I think rainbows are colorful, and I love color. Especially with the graphic that's been going around. I don't know if you've seen it. I might pop it up right here. Of how color has been depleting from the world. And there was a great explanation of why that is, and it's mostly based off of the materials that people are using, where a few decades to a couple hundred years ago, things were made out of wood, so a lot of warmer tones, browns, oranges, reds, and then we moved into plastics, and then we're mostly into dark black, white, gray now, with metals and plastics and everything else. But as someone who I would consider myself an artist, I see this chart and it makes me furious, honestly. And I just want to bring all the color back. And so I'm looking into adding more color to my wardrobe, adding more color to my existence in general. Despite my very neutral outfit today, I have been wearing a lot more color lately. But I'm also trying to do the best that I can and be as sustainable as I can, because I hate, like, that was one of the main reasons why I got into knitting, was for the slow fashion side of things, where I can learn how to make my own clothes, and they're durable and sustainable, and I know where they came from, I know the ethics behind everything. But yeah, so keeping that in mind, but also working through what I don't actually use in my wardrobe and trying to replace it with things that I will. And so I recently bought a few very simple white t-shirt, black mock neck, things that I can wear under sweaters and under anything that I want to, basically. But back to the yarn. So this one is going to be, let's see if it'll focus. Yeah. It's going to do striping. And so within one Hexipuff, I should have the entire rainbow of stripes. Whereas with this one, it'll all be color blocked. And so I might have 2 colors in it. 1 color. No colors. No, there'll always be a color. But, so we'll see how many Hexipuffs I can get out of this. But going back to the outline tee, I forgot to show you how much yarn I had left. So this is the amount of yarn that I had left from my outline tee. So out of 150 grams, this is what's left, which is probably, I want to say 30 to 40 grams? 20 to 30? I haven't actually weighed it. We'll see what happens. But yeah, that's about really all that I have. I'm going to be including a lot of footage after this of things that I've done in the past 2 weeks. And so I was able to visit one of our craft stores, which had a very nice yarn aisle. My family went to Kawagoe yesterday, where we went to see a few shrines. We went to the shrine sale. Shrines are very common here in Japan. They're either Shinto shrines or Buddhist shrines, where you pray, you can buy charms, people come and worship. They do shrine festivals, they do shrine sales, which is basically just a big yard sale, I guess. But they're super fun to go to. Lots of antiques, lots of everything. But, so I will be including, and with the shrine sale we went to yesterday, we went to Little Edo, Edo-style street, basically, where all the buildings are in the same architecture style from the Edo period, including the Starbucks. But it's fun because you'll see everybody walking around in kimonos and yukatas, and they have all the treats and all the candy and the matcha and the sweet potato and the shaved ice for the summer and everything else, and it was a lot of fun. So I will include all that footage in just a second. But I just wanted to thank you guys for watching. Thank you for sticking with me. I really appreciate it. Please comment down below what you are working on. I would love to hear. And please let me know if there's anything that you would like to see from Japan.